Oh, that's so funny. Good morning, everybody in Fuller Cup. Good morning, everybody who's watching, who's here live or on the replay. Thank you for being here and being in my world and being a part of my existence. I'm losing my voice a little bit. Yeah, we're here. We're kind of on the last few days of the 64 days of gratitude, and sometimes it can feel long. And sometimes it can feel really empowering and exciting. Um, Today is day 59. Yesterday was day 58, and I did not come live yesterday because my family and I chose to go skiing and had a wonderful day up on the ski hill, just enjoying being in nature and enjoying being present with one another and all of the fun things. Um, and yesterday was great. A gratitude was grateful for foot massages. And it's kind of funny because I never used to like foot massages. I don't like pedicures. Um, my feet are extremely ticklish. And it's been something that I've been sort of like mentally focusing on to delineate the ticklishness of my feet so that I can enjoy some of these things that I would like to go and do, like have someone else paint my nails for a change or those kinds of things. But whenever someone gets super close to me, it's like painful. I'm like, it's so ticklish. And I haven't been able to do that. So foot massages have been the one thing that with someone with ticklish feet can do because they're not lightly touching my foot. They're really pushing on it. They're really getting into the crevices, and to understand how important our feet are became really important for me as someone who's skis all day, as a ski patroller who's used to does tons of walking and yoga, but feet are extremely important. And my yoga instructor Kelly told like does these like face fascia openings, and they can be really painful. And ever since I started doing them, I still do them to this day, because my feet have felt stronger. They felt more grounded, more like connected to the earth and open. And I don't have as many other pains in my body when I open the fascias within my feet, when I get a really great foot massage. Sometimes my husband and I will give each other foot massages. Unfortunately, last night we were so exhausted and so tired that instead of foot massages, we had some pizza and we watched Harry Potter movies, which is something that we do every Christmas. We tend to get into the Harry Potter series and we really enjoy it as a family, and we watch them together. And so I didn't get my foot massage yesterday, nor did I provide one because I was exhausted. But I do so thoroughly enjoy them, and I'm very grateful for when they do happen because they're not something that is an occurrence all the time. And so when we're talking about these gratitudes, we have to be grateful also for like the little things and then the big perspectives. And so today is grateful for perspective. And I know that many of you may have heard me talk about this, or you've heard lots of different perspectives on this year. And that's what's beautiful and why I love perspective, is that it is there to help us find what our perspective is, find what our alignment is with the messages that we might be hearing through 2020 into 2021. Perspective is also how we've been conditioned to see things and believe things, right? And we get to choose that. And I know a lot of people struggle with the idea that we get to choose a lot of things and that we're not at the whim of the universe. Like, this used to be my old mindset too, where I thought, oh, everything was like happening to me and it was painful, and why should it be that way, and why should somebody have to go through all these things, or even feel this way that I was feeling. And until I changed and shifted that perspective, that the universe was actually working for me and all these things that were happening for me were to help me expand, or help me grow, help me to get to this place that I'm in, which is like living in gratitude all the time, and understanding that I don't require tons of different objects and things, that I am actually someone who desires deep, fulfilling connection, great conversation. I like to help people find themselves. I like to help them rediscover the things that they haven't been looking at, to rediscover their intuition, to rediscover their love of themselves. And in all of that, birth my business. And with that shifting of all those perspectives, I found a new me. I found a new purpose in life. I found a new career that I wanted to pursue. And it's been magical. And so, yeah, I am like absolutely grateful for perspective. And I'm grateful for all of the perspectives that help us make really well focused or informed decisions in our lives. And yes, everything is a choice. And you can choose to be on the end of the universe is not working for me. It is not here for me. It is not supporting me in my dreams. Or you can choose to try and shift that perspective and see that the universe is working for us, that the things that are happening for us in our lives may not always be comfortable, but they're here to teach us something, to allow us to expand, to allow us to grow, to allow us to feel more connected to spirit, to nature, whatever it is that you like to spend time in with people, the world is working for you. Do you see all those perspectives, right? So we have all of that idea and it's beautiful. And that's why we need many different perspectives on this. We need people to voice and tell their stories, how they see things, because it might help you to really find your story and ground back in to who you really are. And that's really what this 64 days of gratitude is all about. It's about rediscovering who we are, reconnecting back to the spirit of, you know, us, how we were born. And if you have children, look at them, watch them, observe what they do in the world, observe how they talk, because everything that they learn from us through observation, through osmosis, through like just being in our environment. And so if they're attached more to the negative side of things, then maybe that's our vision and perspective that we have to look at and say, oh, we don't want our kids to grow up that way. So we're going to shift it. We're going to do the work so that they see that that's valuable way of looking at the world. To speak our truth is again all through that same perspective. How do we tell the world who we are? How do we describe who we are? There's so many people out there doing beautiful work. B is for my daughter. Beautiful work in the world. And there's people out there helping people to craft stories. There's people out there that are great, amazing business coaches, spiritual coaches, self-care coaches. I myself am an intuitive coach and healer, Reiki, numerology. I use it all. And my passion is to help people return to who they are inside, to really see who they are, that they're not affected by the external, that they're all knowing in here. That's my job. That's what I love to do, right? I do it all the time. I do it without thinking. It's just a piece of who I am. And it has alivened my perspective to the great beyond. It has given me new ways of looking at things. It has given me new ways of doing things, of speaking the language that I want to use. My relationships are richer. I listen better than I ever did before. I can see what people are saying and I can meet them with compassion, right? These are all the shifts that have happened with me shifting my perspective of how I see things. I don't need, I want this feeling of expansion and freedom all the time. I want to know that I get to choose hope, love, faith. I get to choose these things for myself, that it's not anyone else's journey but mine. That I'm living here for me, but I'm also living here to then teach my kids, to be in companionship and partnership with my spouse or my partner, to be in partnership with myself, to be in partnership and connection with my friends and my family. That everything that I desire is my choice. This is my perspective. And it has alivened me. It has given me more purpose and more gumption to be the leader that people need to be, right? To need to follow is someone who can see things in many different ways. There's not always one vision. There's not always one perspective. There's not always one story. There's multiple. And that's what I love about this world. Honestly, it's what I love about being human is that we get these choices to see things in a variety of color. It's our choice. And it's our choice in how we embrace it, how we welcome it into our lives, and how we feel about it. And so if you're having some tougher times, because I know that there's some tough energies moving around, the full moon was full and heavy. I will call that person back. Just 2 seconds. Sorry about that. And I will move forward with strength and love and courage and bravery and so much more compassion than I've ever had before because I know that this is not easy for everybody. I know that I have been doing the work to get me to this point, and I'm here to help others to get to their point where they're feeling just like I am, where they're feeling present and grateful and loved and seen. And I see you. Whether you don't see yourself or not, I see you and I'm here for you and I support you and I believe in you. So have a wonderful Wednesday on this 30th of December. Enjoy everything that is coming to you in the last couple of days of 2020 and be open to the exploration of what is to yet to come in 2021. Thank you.